Ariana Neighborhood, aka AB. I don't know, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody ain't gonna agree with me, but I grew up in a generation, or I grew up around a lot of older folks, and I knew straight killers, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight folks that would put you down. You know what I'm saying? And I had, and like my grandpa, like for instance, my grandpa was in the Vietnam War, and I know he laid people down. I mean, he told me and all this story, but he was he was one of the kindest men on earth. Shaq. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think you just gonna mollywop Shaq and just beat him down. I mean, I was around from if you look at a lot of the army vets and I knew people in the street that were straight killers, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these people, but and I think it's because like I have this saying, but I haven't seen this bunch of a group of people like this until I left the streets, going at certain jobs, and you feel me, certain family members that I know wasn't really in the streets and it really didn't have to defend themselves all the time, and really didn't get it cracking in hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that. And this is not saying that, but all I'm saying is I it's been my experience. I grew up in a generation and around people that were cool. That, man, some of those gang members out there, there's a bad stigmatism on them, but a lot of them, I knew some that were cool, you know what I mean, and they were kind and they would help out people, and like Nipsey Hussle's. I just come from a generation where I feel like you don't have to act hard in order to be hard, you know what I'm saying? But I've ran across a few groups of people, and I had some of them in my family where all they walk around hard all day, you know what I mean? And you ain't gonna let me tell me, and they just, folks, if you like that, like the loudest person in the room is usually the brokest, you know what I'm saying? And these are the people that's hard to get along with when you have that mentality that, you know what, I mean, because I believe that's Jesus' character. He went about doing good. He only got hard when he needed to. You know what I'm saying? Like when he absolutely needed to. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the default mode of some of these people I've come across with, this place I used to live with, this old apartment complex, and some of these people in the family I've seen, and their character, and some of these people in the church I've came across, they're forgiven. Don't get it twisted. And God bless them. I'm saying it's not just exposing them, but it's just like, man, they need prayer. They need healing. If you feel like your default mode got to be gossip and talking crap all day and walking around hard and saying this and saying that, and how many ways I can sabotage and steal from somebody and bully somebody spiritually, physically, emotionally, you can't be hard. You know what I'm saying?